What's up, sports bettors? I got a parlay for week one of the NFL season. You're really going to like it. You're going to want to tail it. So let's go ahead. Let's get into it. And of course, the parlay bets are going to be positive EV. All that means is the bets have a mathematical edge over the sportsbook. So the first player prop that I ended up going with in my parlay is Jarvis Landry over 40.5 receiving yards. So if we take a look kind of at the last 12 games he's played, just kind of all data in the free OddsJam props app, you can see this has cashed 7 out of 12 games on, last season. So 7 out of 12 games, he went over 40.5, receiving yards, and we're able to get this plus 114. So, of course, every single game is different. It's a new season. He has new teammates. Like, every game is different, which is why it's important to rely on market data. But it is interesting to kind of see what are the historical trends of this player. But regardless, what you can see is with a 6.45% profit margin, we have Falcons Saints, Landry over 40.5, player receiving yards. And this bet is pretty ridiculous value, right? No other sportsbook's giving us better than minus 115, which makes us feel incredible about this pick, right? DraftKings is pricing this at minus 115, right? So the true odds with the vig removed would just be plus 100, and we're getting plus 114. Pinnacle, which is the sharpest, most efficient betting market, they're pricing this at minus 117, so they have this favored, and we're able to get plus 114 on Caesars, and Caesars is an ARB, right? It's an arbitrage bet to Pinnacle, so by definition, one of these bets has to be profitable. So overall, just looking at the data in the market, it's pretty clear this is a true pricing discrepancy in a bet we want to be on, right? So essentially what you can do is kind of like take the no vig odds. So for example, you can see on this column, you have the no vig odds. So with the juice removed, what would the true price be from the OddsJam model? And you can see for Landry over 40.5 receiving yards, it would be plus 101. And we're getting plus 114. So we're getting a lot of improvement, which is why this bet is positive EV. This bet has a return, almost the return of the stock market, right? Bets like these get you rich sports betting when you're able to find these big line discrepancies that, OddsJam's kind of constantly scanning the prop markets, just trying to show you where's the value, right? There's no handicapping. It's just where's the value in the odds? Where can you squeak out these edges? Where are mispriced lines, right? It's mathematical betting. So that's the first pick I have. With the juice removed, the win probability of this bet is 49.75%. So, you can kind of use an odds converter calculator. So if we go right here, you can see the no vig odds to OddsJam and to kind of the entire betting market is going to be plus 101.03. So if I put that in here, the win probability of this bet is 49.74%. Right? Every bet has an associated win probability. If someone's plus 100, they're 50% to win according to the sportsbook. That's the price the sportsbook's giving you. So if a sportsbook's giving you plus 100 odds, in other words, you have to win 50% of your bets to break even. If you're winning over 50% of your bets at plus 100, you're making money. If you're winning under 50% of your bets, you're losing money. So, which is why, you can make a lot of money betting on underdogs. If you're betting golfers at let's say plus 1,200, you only need to win 7.7% of the time on your outright bets at plus 1,200 odds to break even, So underdogs can be profitable. But anyways, let's get into our second pick. So our first pick is Jarvis Landry over 40.5 receiving yards. Pretty high profit margin. Pretty excited about that play. As a sports bettor, my goal is get as many props, as many sharp, profitable bets as I can down for college football and NFL ahead of the season, right? I'm looking for sharp bets, line discrepancies all week long. You never know when the best bets are going to occur. So you have to constantly be looking. You can't look for sharp player prop bets 4 minutes before the game start, right? Sportsbooks slip up at various times in the day, which is why it's important to always be looking for where's the value now, where's the line movements, how are the betting markets moving, where are sportsbooks slipping up, right? But anyways, the second pick I have is Hines under 20.5 receiving yards. Plus 116 seems pretty good, right? No other sportsbook giving us better than minus 110, so 26 cents of improvement to the next best sportsbook. Seems pretty good, right? And then there's some other props you could throw in that look decent. So Daniel Jones rushing yards under, there's definitely a lot of props out there. Saquon, but regardless, I just went with a 2-pick parlay, and it's $100 at plus 362 odds. 100 to win 462, so 362 in profit. So we can back out kind of, the profit margin of our parlay, and it's going to be 11.849%. So $12 in profit margin on a simple $100 parlay, right? So when your bets are positive EV, when your bets have an edge, your parlay will have an edge. It's really that simple. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Get on these props on Caesars, and let's make some money.